even, with my, present boyfriend, I wasn't interested. I wasn't looking for anything at first. And it took him having to show me something different for me to say, okay, I'm giving it a try. But even after years of being single and saying, no, I'm good, I was still willing to be single even longer because I don't want that drama. I just don't want that drama. I don't. And yeah, so do what's best for you. And sometimes what's best for you is just learning to be happy with self. Because you can be in a relationship with somebody, you can be miserable because you haven't learned you. You haven't learned your worth, and you haven't learned what you're going to settle for and what you're not going to settle for. And yeah, it hurts to say, I'm not going to settle for this. It does hurt. But it's better to try to fix that by saying, I'm not going to settle for this. And let that person know, I'm not settling for this. I'm going to move on. If you're not on that page, I'm moving on. Let that person know ahead of time rather than pushing it under the rug and saying, okay, I'll work on it later, and pretend like you didn't just hear what he just said, or pretend you didn't just see what he just did, or pretend you didn't. We're talking about females too, but I'm talking about men because I'm going by my experience. If there's women out there that act like men too, and you don't, and pretend you don't see something when you did, then I'm talking to you too. But the issue is that understanding that the more you allow something to happen, the more the cycle is going to continue, and the more time is going to pass by, and you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, who am I with? I just wasted years of my life thinking that things was going to change, and it's the same way. It's the same way. So whatever frequency you're on, build on your frequency. And if that means being by yourself, do that. Build on that frequency, that ball of power you have in your hands, in your soul. You have something within you that you can build on, that you're not tending to because you're trying to fix somebody. And so whenever I would have a breakup, my biggest revenge was, I'm gonna better myself. I'm a better myself. I really am. And that was at times just going back to school and fixing my skill and my talent and building on that, and not allowing myself to walk around not taking care of myself just because I'm sad, because I'm alone. No. And I'm not saying like, hey, sometimes you don't feel like doing your hair, sometimes you don't feel like doing your face, sometimes you don't. That's fine. I'm not saying you have to like get all dolled up for people, or get all dolled up just in general. It's whatever you feel. But I'm just saying that I think the biggest revenge is when you can better yourself